I don't know the vegan rules. I know that there are way too many of them. And I know that if she keeps following down this line of being a vegan, she's probably going to end up sick because we aren't meant to be carnivores. And I also know that just because I've said that, a ton of evil vegan people are going to message me and say evil vegan things. It happens every single time. It's a cult. They when they hear somebody give an opinion that is separate from their own beliefs, they attack and they share a bunch of videos and they go, oh my God, look at this person saying that they proudly eat meat. What should we do? We're all going to attack. We're all going to attack. Because like I said, you can be a carnivore. And if you're a carnivore and someone says, I don't eat meat, you go, okay, that's fine. That's your life and it's your choice. But vegans are not the same way. They go, I don't eat meat. And because I don't eat meat, it means that you shouldn't eat meat. And because I don't want to eat butter, it means that you shouldn't eat butter or cook with butter, or else you're not respecting me. They're little princesses in their own minds. And I find them all to be annoying.
All right, guys, real quick video. So Candace Owens has put me in a pretty rough spot because she pretty much made the claim that, oh, vegans are in a cult, and if you say things that they don't agree with, they're going to come after you. Now, this is an interesting move from Candace Owens, because if I come out here now and start to disagree with what she's saying because we have a difference in belief, I'm only supporting what she is saying, and that if you say something that is not true, a vegan will, quote, come after you or attack you, as she says, whatever. Now, this is very odd because I'm pretty sure in basically every domain online that involves, you know, like whether it's politics or other issues, when somebody says something that is not true, people go after them or attack them because what they're saying isn't true in their view. So why exactly is it cultic or culty, whatever word you want to use, when vegans just do what everyone else seems to do when someone makes a claim that they don't believe is true, but it's not when other people do it in their respective domains? It's very bizarre. It's like, I guess vegans now, in Candace's view, aren't allowed to object to things, because if they do, they're going to come across as culty. What exactly are we supposed to do then when somebody makes a false claim, like, for example, the one that she made a couple weeks ago, saying that if you don't eat meat, you will be victim of horrible health effects? I agree with disavowing veganism. I do. It brings you horrible effects to your health to not eat meat. Am I supposed to just sit here and be like, oh, can't say anything because if I do, I'll come across as cultic? Let me let maybe a non-vegan who's into nutritional research correct her, because that way it won't be cultic because a non-vegan is doing it, but when a vegan does it, you know, it's just such a big deal, right? It's a weird position that she's put me in and other vegans. It's like, we just can't say anything now if someone says something that we don't agree with. I also find it interesting how she was saying that, you know, a vegan can't handle the fact or agree with the fact that somebody is paying for animals to be mass bred, exploited, commodified, murdered, etc. Whereas people that are meat eaters can't handle that people eat in a way that deviates from their own way of eating. But this isn't necessarily true. People have outrage that are not vegan over the consumption of dogs. And I'm sure that if I were to start killing and eating human beings, she would have an issue with it. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh my God, Candace, stop being so cultic for disagreeing with my way of life and my way of eating. You're so culty, bro. So why exactly would it be culty for a vegan to object to the way in which a person is eating, but not culty for somebody to do it in the case of responding to cannibalism or the consumption of dogs or the consumption of cats? Who knows? Anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. If you want to see a more in-depth video covering her claim that if you don't eat meat, you will be unhealthy, that'll be linked in the pinned comment and be much more in-depth. Thank you so much for watching. If you support my work and want to get early access to it, you can click the link in the pinned comment and support me on Patreon. And if you don't know, I do have a book going over most, if not all, of the anti-vegan arguments you're going to hear online. If you want to get that as well, that'll be linked in the pinned comment. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Dude,
fuck off. I don't want anything to do with you. Don't ever speak to me again. You're a fucking piece of shit.
Even vegans don't get your weird, stupid wannabe sense of irony here. Who is your audience? Nobody gets these dumb jokes. Dude,